7 times. He runs washing his face in his hands.
That is just a taste of the Tony Award-winning musical Illinoise. There's less than 3 weeks left to experience this work of art, and it is a work of art.
Yes, right. And here with us this morning is an actress and dancer who keeps the show moving each and every performance, Jeanette Delgado. So great to have you on the couch this morning, Jeanette. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you.
I know you had a performance last night, so good to have you here early this morning.
Yes.
3 more weeks where people have left to see this on Broadway, right? And it was always going to be this limited run, so it was kind of to build the excitement and buzz around it. You were involved with it before Broadway to now. So talk about the journey to get there and the evolution of the show.
Yeah, sure. It's been a 2-year process, basically, and none of us really knew where this would go. We all just were dancers from all different walks of life that had worked with Justin Peck at some point, and he was like, this is a passion project. It's Sufjan Stevens' music. Are you in? And we were all like, 100%. So we just came into a studio, and he just started creating, and it's become what it's become. Yeah.
Won a Tony Award for Best Choreography. I mean, it was stunning. I watched it last night with my 2 daughters, where we were all dancers, and we were mesmerized. The music is so beautiful. The dancing, you just get so taken in by it. And that's what I think is important to note, is that this is storytelling, but with no words. You hear songs, you hear music, and you see dancing. But there's no voices being heard, I mean, as far as dialogue. So explain your character then, and how you fit into how this story is told.
Yeah, we're a group of 12 individuals that come together on this hike, and we all have stories to share. So it's kind of like a basic human experience of just coming together, being vulnerable, sharing our stories of love and loss and joy and grief. And I think what makes this unique is that we're sharing with our bodies, and so it allows for the audience to interpret it in whatever way they feel is important to them. So we're not like spoon feeding, this is exactly what this means. And even the music by Sufjan, it's all so poetic that nothing's that literal necessarily. So it's just an essence and a feeling that we get to share with an audience, and then they get to experience it in whatever place they're at in their lives.
Isn't that what that's beautiful about dance, right? It's a language in and of itself that can be interpreted in however anybody wants to feel it. Can you explain something to me? Because you look at a playbill sometimes and you see the title and a dance captain. So you're one of the dance captains, and you're also on stage. So what does the dance captain do?
Traditionally, we would be watching a lot of the nights in the audience and taking notes, especially with all this intricate choreography, and wanting everyone to be very precise. And we do this over and over, 8 shows a week, so the body gets tired. So you want to help people stay, not lose focus on certain really important moments and important movements. We have an assistant dance captain who's out there who's been so helpful, because we get the privilege of being on stage too. But then it's nice because backstage we can feel, if someone's feeling like this is getting a little late or we're having trouble with this, I'm there in real time to kind of help out with feeling out what we need for the next night, or how we, work it out. And we have 6 people off stage who know 5 different. They have 5 different people in their heads.
Oh, wow.
It blows my mind too.
And this is what my 11-year-old daughter wanted me to ask you. She said, how do they remember everything? Because there's no break. In other shows, you dance, you go off stage, there's a song, there's dialogue. But this is nonstop dancing the entire time.
Yeah, it's challenging, and I think we're professionals, so the actual steps, remembering the steps, becomes not the hard part. It's everything else, the stamina, the what you are saying, what you're putting behind what you're saying. All of that becomes like the challenging work. It's like your muscle memory. We know it. We hear the music, and our body knows what to do. But for the swings that need to be knowing, and props, and it's wild. And so we work with them during the day and rehearse with them and support them in whatever way they need. So,
And a swing needs to know everything all the time, ready to go at a moment's notice. You've worked with Justin Peck in the past, right? West Side Story, the film Maestro as well. Take us inside his brain a bit, right? And kind of how what's ticking in there to make things work, right?
His brain is meticulous. It's organized. He's so prepared. He comes in, which is so beautiful for an artist, a dancer, when you come into a room and you can trust that he's done his work in preparing what he wants to kind of have happen in this, especially, I mean, West Side Story was a lot of work that he did with Steven Spielberg to prepare, and then you get into a room and then he's a collaborator. And so it's the perfect mix of trusting that he knows what he's doing and he's real good at what he's doing, so you can trust that, okay. Yeah. And then at the same time, he wants to see, a lot of his work is very human, you know, the movements aren't, there's technique, but there's also an element where he wants this to, you want to look like you. And so he's really open to seeing the dancer and the person.
I just want to ask you one last question. There's only a few more weeks to experience this production. What is it that you hope people take away from this?
I think that one of the most special things about this show is that because we don't traditionally do all of the things, sing, dance, and act, you know, we're dancing, acting, then there are extremely talented and beautiful vocalists there with us, musicians on stage with us. And so we don't have to conserve any energy of like, okay, now this is my big singing moment, so I have to pull back on the dancing. We all just lean on each other and can do what we do at 100%.
I love that.
Beautiful.
And I think people feel that that is something special. You know, it's community really coming together and sharing this thing as a whole.
That's amazing, right? And you all, when one succeeds, you all succeed.
That's right.
The show is going on the road too, as well. So that's good to continue on the road for the rest of the country to experience. Jeanette, great to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And the limited Broadway run of Illinoise at the St. James Theater comes to a close August 10th. So get your tickets. 3 matinee performances have been added.
Yes.
So there you go. All right, go check it out.